I want him to
So
live
the
with
thing
that.
was, is like after you ate the burger, like okay, I need to have like we rolled the thing for like a next time you touch a mouse, it turns into like a computer mouse turns into a real mouse, and I'm like, okay, so I need to have you on a computer at some point so you can see it happen. Um, so the weirdness occurs. So I think last time, and it has been, I said it's been a couple weeks. You had been speaking with. Um, Check the names real quick. We have a bunch of Wendy and Dinesh Chipakali was who you were seeing and staying with while you were there. Telling you they told you about they thought there were some lizard people. Um, you I think Roxy ended up you flirting with one of the guys at the Burger King to get like
Oh,
a
that
he
asshole!
his dad owns the place you'll be performing at, or a different place. Man, it's been a while.
He doesn't own. He doesn't own that specific place.
Yeah, he owned the other one. I've got two bars written down.
Yeah.
Blind Pig, which I think is the place you're performing, and Dublin O'Neill's, which is what I think his name was Chad. Chad owns. He's probably a
If it
fucking
isn't Chad, it is now because fucking Chad.
fucking Chad.
Motherfucking Chad.
And you've got the gig coming up tomorrow night.
Yep. And the I can't remember what chef man name is. Not chef, but the food critic. What's his name?
Art.
He wasn't there for the burger.
He was there. He was there watching.
From the sidelines.
I want like several. How many hours has this been?
I don't think it's been all that long because
We printed off some
you
stuff. I can't remember what it was.
We've driven around a bit, and just places. I'm just trying to figure out if when I start talking, I have to continue the Muller.
You didn't break
Well,
out
see, I
of
think it
that
was-
yet, did you?
No. I'm in it for the charge, baby.
because let's see, last time you went to the burger place to check out for the Mac Attacks guy who was there. You used the thing that made you seem like you worked there to go in the back and kind of talk to Martin. I think you were going to get together with Martin that evening, which I don't think we ended up playing.
We did not.
Okay, I was kind of sick and had to take off. Yeah, I think we may have left off at the point where you were going to be meeting Martin after he got off work at the bar. I think not the one that Chad's dad owns.
Yeah. I think it's the same one that Roxy's playing.
Yeah, the blind.
Yeah.
You said he was going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'd go. If you're gonna be there, like my friends and I are like, yeah.
He seems like the sort of person that's just like, I'm going to be at the pig, and it says like, oh yeah, that's a great place. And then if Roxy says, I hate the pig place, and they're like, oh yeah, no, I hate it too. Yeah.
I think I figured out that he's. Have you seen Stranger Things?
No, I haven't. I need to watch
No,
it.
I
I
have.
don't mind
No.
spoilers though. I don't mind spoilers.
No, I'm just saying.
I
he
have.
he seems like the person you thought Steve was going to be.
Yeah. I still have a feeling the writers like changed their mind halfway through.
No, they did. They changed it because they like the actor. They're like, he's a good guy. We're gonna make him less like. He was supposed to like rape the daughter.
Oh, Jesus.
In the first like the first episode, or get like rapey.
Meanwhile,
But they're like,
then he becomes the
"We like
best
this guy."
babysitter ever.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't want to make you a terrible person.
Yes, seeing them talk about like changing, they change their minds. Like, yeah, that wasn't who he was supposed to be, but we like the guy.
Sounds so funny.
Because he was definitely set up to be that asshole boyfriend from like all the '80s movies. He was like the boyfriend from the Goonies at first.
All right, so we're all going to the pig place.
That's
So
tomorrow.
Art,
Yeah.
I think weren't you going there tonight to meet with Martin?
Oh yeah, no, that was exactly what we were going to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Could Could Max have used like a little bit of the spare time while we had the computer just Photoshop a bunch of really shitty FBI business cards?
Oh my god.
You're gonna have to gimp it because she doesn't have Photoshop.
Like it's not even GIMP; it's like Paint.
Paint.
And she actually tells you, she's like, I could probably do something with that if you want me to.
That would be amazing if you will. What?
Okay. So Art, how come? I don't think we figured out. Oh no, you were not able to be there.
Yeah, I was not able to talk. I was there. My character was there, I think.
Okay, so you just been kind of. We used to have a joke about the PC floating above our heads because they were gone.
Yeah, I think seeing Max's incredible, like, okay, here's the thing, like, my character is like 38 or something. He loves X-Files, and I think, like, you know, he doesn't know why Max is being Mulder, but Max is obviously being Mulder, and he's kind of in love with it. So I think he's just like, I think the kid's onto something. Like, whatever he's doing, like, I'm just gonna see where this takes him.
Do you want to be the Do you want to be the smoking man? Because Roxy is already playing Scully.
Oh my god, I'm definitely
not on
Scully.
purpose. Not fucking on purpose.
That's the point. The
but
person who wants the least to do with Mulder but has to be next to him is Scully.
Oh my god. So have you told us that you're meeting with Martin?
Yeah, I believe I told Roxy once I got the burger that I had secured an interview with a local person of interest.
All right, I'm gonna need to be there for that. I have some things I need to ask him.
Oh right, I have to tell you this, Art. I described your character to someone, and somebody just re-described him to me as a gay or heartsick magic Guy Fieri.
Flavor Town! Boom!
Like, gay, sad Guy Fieri. Basically. Oh my god, no. It's true. But with better hair.
That same person
doesn't fuck with frosted tips.
Yeah. The same person just re-described Max to me as TV tropes in the middle of a psychotic breakdown.
That's
like,
incredibly accurate.
That's right.
So TV tropes.
I need to ask the guy some questions. So I'm coming with you. Just maybe just rein it in just a little bit. I don't want him running out. Okay.
This is my partner, Agent Roland. We're here to ask you a few questions. Hands over.
Sure.
Incredibly
fine,
well.
Kid. It's fine. However you want to frame it.
Hands over. Incredibly well-made shitty business card.
Oh my god.
Did your badge say Star Force? Hey, listen. Lots of badges.
Yeah, like he peels the little sticker off the butt that says Star and slaps on a smaller sticker that says FBI. So now it reads FBI Force.
Oh.
And looks like there's an S poking up above. Hey, listen. Have you ever seen a real FBI badge? No? Then this is it.
And then I think like so Roxy,
do they have badges?
Roxy, are you like on a date or something? That guy seemed like a fucking creep.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy. But if you ask me for a date, I'll probably go.
What? So you just said two things that don't agree with each other? Is this like some... Do I know you're a star avatar? Like, probably, right?
I'm allowed to tell people that, right?
Oh, yeah. Then
I was actually
this is-
encouraged to, right? Like,
Max,
I'm absolutely the fucking star.
Max
don't
would
know.
share, but half of his shit stops functioning if you know too much.
Yeah. So is this some like freaky star shit? Because honestly, I don't know if you should like be around some creepy, abusive-looking guy if that means it's just gonna get your mojo up. There's safer ways of doing it.
Look. Needs be. You can come on the date with me. You can stop him. I probably can't.
If you don't think you can keep yourself safe around this guy, then
No, I can keep myself safe. But like, if he wants to make out, like I might make out. It depends. Like, there's only a certain level of creepiness I can put up with. But in general, if you don't want me to go out with this guy, I wholeheartedly agree, and you're allowed to punch him in the face at any time.
Okay, cool. As long as we're on the same page.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll all be in the same restaurant, bar, whatever. It'll be fine.
As long as we don't leave that restaurant with him tweeting about me saying that woman's a bitch, and instead, hey, that guy was a bitch, that'd be good. That's fine.
And like, watch your drink and everything, and give me a signal if you need rescuing, or not rescuing, but you know what I mean.
What state are we in again?
You're in Nebraska.
Oh, we're in Nebraska. Okay.
Would Max be allowed to like open carry an incredibly obvious orange pistol?
My God.
Because Muller gets a gun.
Nebraska open.
Well, let's see.
Like, it's very obviously not a gun.
What are the open carry laws in Nebraska? It's a shall-issue state for concealed carry. Open carry is generally permitted, but may be restricted by local governments. For open carry in the vehicle,
you don't need to register your firearms.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
what?
can.
Max, like, I keep forgetting to ask you if this is okay. Like, is it okay for Max to just have incredibly shitty props?
Oh yeah.
Like, he just seems like I just pretend he's got like a trunk.
I would say you actually considering how good, considering how good airsoft guns can be. Like, if I went down to Dallas and Company, which is sort of our local, I go there a lot when we have shows to get stuff for it. If I just go down there, there are like some really good looking guns that are just sort of hanging out there.
Okay. Now, it was just one of those things, like, I keep having just Max produce things from a trunk in the van. I just wanted to know, like, so long as they're not functional objects, can I just keep producing objects?
I think that's fantastic. You just, like, at some point, someone's like, what do you have in there? It's like, just, I got it, okay? I'm fine.
If I explain what's in the trunk, it becomes empty. It's whatever I want it to be.
Just don't worry about it, man. I can't tell you, or something will happen. And you've probably been so cagey about what you actually do that they're like, oh, it makes some sense.
Anyway,
I also love the fact that you use Google Earth for this.
So
yeah, I imagine he's got like an airsoft pistol or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something that's clear.
You probably got one that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't.
Just for shooting action scenes and things.
The airsoft guns now are becoming so realistic, like even in weight, and even like they're trying to make it sound realistic now and shit.
That seems like a mistake.
Love America's gun fetish.
The Japanese are super into it too.
Fair.
Japanese survival games, like that's you go out in full military uniform from whenever.
I've seen the anime. I've seen the airsoft anime.
Which one?
Our machine gun. Anyway.
Oh, blue screen machine gun.
I'll post it. Anyway. So,
all right.
So the plan is to find out if lizard people are real at this bridge or not.
Yeah. And like every X-Files episode, Mueller has gotten immediately sidetracked into the mystery of the magic hamburgers.
Okay, so you all go to the club?
Yeah. Riding on down to clubs.
Yeah, there's a local band that is playing as you arrive. They're not bad. I mean, they're not going to go anywhere, but they're one of those, like, people will come out and enjoy it, but they're gonna be in this sort of small town. This is outside of Wood River. You're in the nearby town of Grand Island, which is a bit bigger, just kind of down the way. They're sort of playing. You stick out a little bit because you got like the local girls, not probably as glammed up as you are. So you can definitely feel like a lot of eyes on you as you get in there.
Oh yeah, I'm glam.
A glammed up idol, an FBI agent, and Guy Fieri walk into a bar.
Not sure where this joke is going.
Considering like Ziggy Stardust ammo, fucking like makeup.
Are you Ziggy Stardusting it up?
Not yet. Maybe tomorrow for the actual gig.
Okay. But not now.
Yeah, not now.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of go up, and someone kind of comes up, and it's like, right, what do you want? The bartender.
Bullet straight on the rocks.
God, what's a
Rocky. Google is my best friend for X-Files. Did Mulder
drink?
drink? What is Mulder drinking? No, this doesn't help me. Looks like orange juice. And
An orange juice.
That could be a screwdriver.
yeah, apparently it's just as rare as Scully smoking. So it's it's an added character thing. So he's just going to have a beer.
There is a Fox Mulder cocktail. So yeah, you get a beer.
Yeah.
Anything for you, Art?
Oh, is my mic on?
Now it is. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Okay.
You're the bullet, didn't you?
Yeah, I got bullet on the rocks.
A bullet.
Rye whiskey.
Okay.
It's good.
I was going to say, is that basically a half a silver bullet?
No, it's some good whiskey.
Okay.
Werewolves?
No. Silver bullet fucking shots are so good. Should order a old fashioned.
Okay. Mix it real fast. You don't want a menu?
Yes, please.
Okay. Kind of sits them down. There's some appetizers. It's bar food essentially.
Sweet. Thanks. We'll figure this out after our drinks.
Okay. Kind of have a drink or two. People are playing. That's it. Roxy, you definitely kind of feel eyes on you, but no one's approached. And Martin comes in after a bit. Still, he's changed the pants are still the same ones he was wearing at the Burger King. Changed his shirt. Not smelling too much of grease.
Too much. A little bit though. A little bit.
There's a little bit hanging on him. Kind of comes up.
There's the contact.
Is he gonna recognize you without that fucking fake fork and the robot attitude?
That is a question.
Yeah. Well, we'll say you still look like you unless you tell someone otherwise.
Yeah,
they just accept you. They just accept you being.
Yeah,
you.
I think the thing is they still recognize me as me. They just kind of rearrange it to he's supposed to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you entered now, it would be like, whoa, like in the Burger King, it would be like, whoa, what are you doing? But because you're not in the Burger King, the facade's still going a little bit, in weird ways.
Some.
Well, it's just you're not at work, so it's not like one of your boss's thing. Oh, it's Charlie. Charlie Van Buren, I think. Was who you talked to last time.
I have no idea.
Yep. No. Charlie was. It wasn't Chad. It was Charlie.
Chad can be short for Charlie.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Chad to call me Chad because he just wanted to be more creepy. Okay. Martin kind of comes over, and his eye looks a little bit kind of paranoid and looking around a bit. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what you told him about meeting him.
I think it was literally why don't we go to the local watering hole or drinking establishment?
Okay.
Why don't we get a beverage? It was super freaking stiff.
Yeah. He kind of comes in and says, "Hey, man," and says the name that you didn't. He goes, "Yeah, let me get a Coors Light."
I roll my eyes, not looking at him.
Nice to see you finally got off shift.
Yeah, it's a Thursday night work. It's what it is. Not too bad. Fridays when I end up staying a little extra.
Yeah, I get that. Putting in the long hours looking for the truth.
Fucking Christ.
I'd like to report that I've seen 2 episodes of the X-Files total, and this
Yeah, I've seen 5.
How the fuck?
I haven't seen a lot, but you're probably fine.
Like, I've got this from reading this old comic called Monster of the Week, which was just these dumbass breakdowns of X-Files episodes.
Have you played Monster of the Week? It's pretty good. Anyway, Roxy's like eye rolling, like in her head, she really wants to ask, "How the fuck do you make friends?" Like,
says his friend.
yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah, I think like at this point, Art tries to like strike up a conversation with Roxy. Like, so what do you have planned for the show tomorrow?
God, where did you say we were?
Oh, you're at the Blind Pig in Grand Island, Nebraska.
Yeah, I think she says, "What kind of music does Nebraska like?"
Country. He says, like, looking so despondent.
Max really wants to chime in about something about country being part of the conspiracy, but the moment he's trying not to completely lose it in front of his new local confidant.
Yeah, and like Max, you probably know this. Like, and maybe Roxy catches on, but like, I'm obviously trying to eavesdrop on your conversation, and I am like making small talk to not make it obvious that I am listening on your conversation.
And I think you had told him something about knowing he was part of Mac Attacks.
Using the "I am your coworker" kind of magic, we had framed it as that I might be from like higher up in the system somewhere, that I might have been from home office, wherever that was. But Max like didn't confirm or deny anything because he can't.
Yep. Yes. It's just like. So you're from the office, huh?
I, like, still in the Mulder persona, I come from somewhere higher up. Like, I'm investigating in the town. There's been some strange occurrences.
So they finally. I've been telling them we've got. Looks around. We've got lizard people here. I've been saying it for a while. I've seen some weird stuff around.
Gets
here.
in really close. Tell me about the truth.
Okay, there's some people, and sometimes I just sort of like, it's like I'm seeing through them a little bit, and there's just like this like snake-like, lizard-like thing on them. It's fucking weird, man.
Any way of separating it from our normal affairs?
I don't see what this has to do with the special orders.
Does he know that, like, wild magic charges cause wild magic?
Do you mean you, or do you mean
yeah, like, yeah, do like the Max Attacks guys recognize that putting charges into burgers causes weird shit to happen?
No, that's
okay.
That's part of their plan is basically to normalize magic.
Like that this couldn't be part of like the normalization or a side effect of the process.
That could be a possibility. I mean, he hasn't thought of it that way. But yeah, I mean, they are definitely aware that weird shit happens. That's the whole point.
Do you have any particular place where you were getting these sightings of strange lizard people?
I just, sometimes I get like a good sight going on, and there's some people that came into something weird about them. I just saw like, I was put in a charge, and I just saw like almost something go around their face. Like it was, I want to say a time or two. I mean, I've been real careful because I'm not trying to draw attention to what's going on here. But I mean, I've looked around online to try to see if there's anything going on. I haven't found much yet. But you want to know who one of them are? Kind of looks around. It's like Henry Luther and his wife Shannon. They own a bunch of the superstores in this area. I saw it on him, and I think I saw it on her.
Max has managed to pull out like this ratty old notebook. It's obvious that he hasn't been writing in this, but it's still somehow like 80% full. And he flips to the back and starts like jotting down these names. And also small drawings of stick figure lizard people to make it appear like he's writing down a hell of a lot more than he's actually being told.
At that point, Art, you feel like a hand clap on your shoulder.
Uh-huh.
You look over, and it's that kid. It's Charlie. He's like, "Hey, Roxy, is this your boyfriend?"
No, I'm her father. Nice to meet you.
Hey.
Name's Mark.
Mark, looking pretty good for someone who's had a kid. That's good. Good on you, man. Hey, Roxy, want me to buy you a drink?
I think Roxy just says, just picks up her drink and says, "Yeah, just let me finish first."
Meanwhile, I'm grilling Martin about the recent atmospheric disturbings over Wyoming, and if they are possibly connected, having absolutely no tangential bearing on this whatsoever.
Yeah, his whole thing is like, what's been going on in Wyoming? I haven't been paying that much attention. Is that something where? Is it one of us did something?
I don't believe it is. I believe it to be part of the grand answer.
Yeah, and Charlie does that thing where he just sort of like stands at the bar next to Roxy, where he's like leaning back against the bar, and his like legs are kind of sticking out far enough that anybody who's trying to walk through the little aisle between like the bar and like the seating, like the booths along the thing, they're leading towards the place where they perform, are gonna. He's gonna be in their way a little bit. Oh my God,
you've made the perfect person to make me hate.
Like,
how have you done it?
Like. Max has not turned around yet, but he can feel the cliche bristling in the air. Just like...
Oh my God.
There.
Just a fucking sniffer dog for fucking cliches.
Yeah. He just goes, so you bring your dad with you on when you're doing gigs?
Yeah, this makes Roxy look not cool.
No. I travel for work, and I was heading around here, and we just happened to meet up. But I'll let you two have your fun. And I like move, and I go around, and is the seat next to Martin open? Yeah, I like move around to like give them space. And like sit next to Martin and like take my menu and give him like, excuse me, sorry.
Yeah, and when Martin's got to talking with you, Max, he sort of like looks over and sees him, and then his like voice drops a little bit, and he's like, "Is there something going on? Are we moving into a new phase or something?"
Like Max thinks for a second, and I'm like, and basically there's this small tape in his head going, "I have no idea what's going on," playing on repeat, and the answer is lie. And Max just kind of shakes his head. No, all operations are expected as normal. Things will continue.
Okay. So just like okay, special orders. And so Charlie's like, so it's kind of cool your dad's come out. Like, my dad's gonna, he's leaving me all the businesses once he kicks, But he's pretty cool. I mean, he owns a club, and you should perform there instead of here. This place is a shithole. You hear the bartender go, "I don't think you're old enough to drink here."
I think...
He just goes...
Roxy smiles and just gives a glance to the bartender, just like, "Oh my God, you're the best." But yeah, I think Roxy just is like, cool. Tell me about his businesses. Like, she wants to try and find out how big his dad actually is.
Okay.
And it does she know any information? Like, did the two people putting them up for for a while tell them about how big the people who came out of the bridge are in general?
You mean physical size or importance?
Both importance.
Physical size people.
Yeah.
like people size. The couple of the ones they were talking about were like some of the richer people in town. Oddly enough, Eric Wood and Holly Hall they had mentioned. She's vice president of advertising firm. And you were just told about two other ones who own sort of superstores. So at least the ones that they've seen come through have, and then there's been some others that they didn't know. They didn't seem to be from here. Wait, give me just a moment. I've got to check my laundry and then refill my drink.
I will do the exact same thing.
I will take a bathroom break.
Laundry's the worst, right?
So I honestly think that Max's portrayal of Mulder is only helped by the fact that I don't know what Mulder is. Because now he's just even more of a cliche.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does it have to be accurate, or does it have to be, or can it be like a
He has,
caricature of the
like, here's the thing, like, just straight playing the character doesn't work. I have to play a version of the cliche.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't walk around as, Rambo, but I can play the grizzled, combat veteran, and that counts. The fact is, though, that the Mulder just happens to be a cliche based off Mulder.
Yeah.
But it appears in other movies and things as well, so it counts. If we had stuck with the original set, you would have woken up one morning to Max in a hoodie drinking raw eggs out of a blender as he was training for the big fight. And then nothing but incomparable Rocky references.
Whew. And back.
Oh, no worries.
Yes, you're trying to figure out how big his businesses were?
Like in comparison to like who came off the bridge, like if they're like fairly equal, if he's bigger or smaller.
Yeah, he mentions like Dad owns a lot of downtown, owns some clubs, a bunch of real estate. It's done pretty well. We're trying to buy this place, and I think he will eventually. They're going to sell it at some point. He's going to rebrand it, turn it into something else.
Actually, that's a good question. Like she would try to slip in like she would feign like interest in how big like I'm so impressed, and like try to slip in. It's like does your dad hang out with like the other movers and shakers? Like I heard that other person slip in.
We know
name
everybody.
here. Like,
Yeah. Do you drop one of the names that's already been mentioned? He goes, oh, yeah, we know everybody. And everybody who's worth knowing in town because, they all need to work with Dad at some point or another. Or if not, hold some functions, stuff like that. Yeah, the rich around here, we all know each other.
okay.
And the bartender goes, aren't you a senior in high? Hey, man, my dad buys this. You're not going to be working here anymore.
Oh my god, he's such an asshole. Yeah. He just kind of keeps like feigning interest. He does that like keeps leading them, but like not letting them get anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Leading them
he's sort of trying. Martin looks over at you, Max, kind of leans in close, and goes, one thing I noticed, I've seen like the same person let them through each time when they appear on that bridge. Like, I don't know if someone's dropping a charge or what's going on, but they touch part of it, and there's like a part of it that's discolored, like a part of the metal itself. And they were supposed to be building like a whole new thing there, but just something happened with the money. It kind of just went away, and so it never got rebuilt.
Max nods knowingly, making more stick figures into his notebook.
I hope I hope Art is actually taking notes or listening.
Yeah.
Like
Max
is making notes, but they're Max's notes, so they're pretty much only good for Max.
Max, why do you storyboard all of your notes?
It saves time in the long run.
Oh my god.
So I don't have to note all of my storyboards.
Fucking shorthanding and storyboards.
This like incredibly detailed drawing of Martin like putting down a glass, turning his head to the right, and then there's just a word bubble that says "insert dialogue."
Yeah, like I'm trying to listen, but I'm not like leaning in or anything. Like I'm not gonna like give off vibes. I'm obviously eavesdropping.
Max kind of looks at Martin. Would lizard people even be capable of generating charges?
I don't know, man. I've never seen nothing like it. I mean, I don't know what lizard people can do. I mean, what if they're like super adepts?
Super adepts.
And of course,
maybe this is the stuff the sleepers have been trying to make sure they protect us from. I mean, as creepy as they are, maybe this is what's happening.
Or perhaps it's some science so advanced we can't understand it.
Maybe, but like magic is probably what it is, man.
I'm pretty sure that's just what they want you to think.
Magic is what we
The
do.
truth is out there, Martin.
The whole thing is Macatech is like, we're dropping magic. I mean, why go super science when like we see magic all over the place?
Because they're lizard people. Who knows what they're capable of?
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe. Oh, maybe they are different than us. I went up and I tried to push the thing and see what happened, but I mean, I couldn't tell nothing.
Okay, like the smart idea is to leave this, but the cliche is, well, then let's go investigate together. Perhaps we can see something you didn't alone.
Okay, did you tell him that? Okay, he's like, yeah, sure, man.
Like,
we just gotta be careful we don't see any of them there.
I'll be on the lookout. Plus, we will be well protected.
You got people here, or?
Max kind of like nods knowingly, but doesn't give anything up.
At this point, if I'm able to hear this, then I want to like text Max. Please, let me come with.
Max pulls out like his incredibly shitty Razor phone. I'm sure other operatives will be able to meet us on the bridge on the way there.
And like he texts that to me.
No, like Max just like says this out loud.
Oh, okay.
Like,
So he goes, okay, you want me to drive, or you want to drive, or should we meet there?
let us meet there.
Okay, we should park, like, there's a bunch of storefronts, like, not too far from it. If we park there and then go over, it should be safer.
Avoiding surveillance is a virtue.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of looks at you for a moment and goes, okay, should we go now, or are you going to meet you a little bit later?
Like, what time is it?
We'll probably say about 11:30.
You haven't eaten yet.
In the evening?
Or no, maybe earlier than that. Maybe 9:30.
9:30. When did we
Maybe we got off work.
when did we
8.
arrive in town?
You had dinner with Dinesh and his wife. We'll say you've been in town for probably most of the day. They're kind of early. Hung out with them a little bit. Found out about the lizard people.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out when the Mulder thing shatters. It's like,
How long is it supposed to go?
oh
for?
god, the exact number is like 5 hours. Let me double check. Like there is.
Well, considering you think you started up the Mulder when you like shortly before you went to go.
Like the first time anybody
to
said
the-
lizard people,
Mhm.
this is when he fired on the Mulder.
Let's say you probably got about an hour left.
Okay, Cinemancy for significant is 5 straight hours. Yeah, so he's got a bit of time left, probably. Yeah, I just wanted to know if he was going to have to show up to the bridge as Max, or if he's going to be keeping up this dumbass FBI thing for a while yet.
Yeah, probably unless you tell him to meet you there later, you'll probably be meeting him in character.
Yeah. Like, how involved does Roxy like look in her conversation, or could I possibly pull her away from this?
Oh no!
Yeah, you could get her out. Like she's always keeping an eye on like other things as well.
Yeah, then Max is going to suggest that we'll drive over there now and make an attempt at this. Because it's always dark when you start investigating. That's how it works.
So is all three of you going?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
best I can.
Okay.
Roxy makes an excuse and just
Okay.
says like, "You should come see me after the show" or something like that.
Yeah, I can be here for the show.
Cool.
He goes. The bartender goes. It's 21 to get in. Hey, I know people. It'll be fine. He goes. I'm 18. So I'm legal.
Oh,
Um,
she gets up and then looks over at the bartender, so in a way that Charlie can't see, and then makes like a, "Oh God, please don't name it" face.
Yeah. Then the bartender looks at Charlie for a second, and then looks over at the bouncer, and then back to you, like, yeah.
Just like share that moment, like this kid is not getting into this show.
He just kind of smiles and nods, especially if you're taking off.
Yeah.
and I slipped the bartender like a little extra on top of the tip, and like, thanks for that.
All right. Okay, so Martin takes off. You guys end up kind of following through. So there is those basically, like, you can see the little storefronts or something on the other side, kind of in between where that road forks, before the bridge. Kind of parked there, and then Martin's car is there. You're kind of like, whoa, as you all three get out, because he saw the other two there, but didn't know. Oh, they're part of the Gotcha. I probably should have had us park on the other side so we could get up there, but I guess we can just go across the highway and then across the railroad tracks.
You should also try not to talk so loudly about this shit in public, just as an FYI.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, I mean, we're not at the bar anymore. It's fine. I'm just like, be careful, you know?
Yo, have you ever seen that kid's father come out with a rift? Insert name here.
Oh, the Van Buren? No, I haven't seen him. I mean, I've only seen it. I've only seen it twice. And it was the same group of people.
Max is staring intently at a street lamp, trying to figure out if this is one of the government-mandated street lamps that control people's minds from a distance or not.
Oh my god. Alright, so how long has this bridge been? You've been seeing lizard people on the bridge? How long now?
He goes, I mean, I first saw them about a month ago.
Dude, I literally said we're not at the bar anymore. You're fine. I flash him a smile. Like, don't worry. Like, I'm not here. I'm not gonna like black bag you or anything. I literally. Oh fuck. Whatever. You're fine.
Yeah. He goes, sorry, man. Takes a cigarette and just. Okay. Yeah. So like, I mean, I saw them a couple times. Come out of there, but about a month and a half.
Like, all right, and people missing, people hurt, or just weird sightings.
Just weird sightings. I mean, I'm not. Are people missing?
I like.
If they are, I mean.
Get Max. I'm like, not my jurisdiction.
That's a cliche, right? That's got to be a fucking.
Wait, which one?
The fucking whistling innocuously.
Yeah, but the problem is it's Max doing that, so it doesn't count. Like, Max can't trigger charges on himself.
Yeah. Fuck.
Otherwise, it'd be super easy to
Yeah.
do.
I mean, if there are, I don't know about them. We're I like look at Roxy, and then like point back to me. We're outside contractors, I guess.
Okay.
Kids run the show here, but we're just all working together to try and solve this. There's nothing horrible going on as far as we know.
Cool. Yeah. So let's. He kind of like he starts walking out and then across the road, so then he can get up onto the railroad, and then you can get to that. And they basically travel almost all the way back on the bridge.
Great.
And it's weird because like there's not a lot of cars that come through. It is a little weird just because like you're walking towards a bridge where the end is just there's just nothing there. And it's hard not to feel like you're sticking out a little bit, simply because anyone up there, it's going to be a little odd. But yeah, you sort of head up there, and you see there is a part of it where it almost looks like the metal itself of the bridge has been not quite like the color has faded.
Yeah.
Like it's still there. It's just kind of gone in a lot of respects.
And
Max
sorry,
can
go ahead.
Max can evaluate unnatural. Would that count for like looking over this bridge or like that area itself?
Evaluating unnatural is actually about evaluating someone's like how much they have they've done with the unnatural, like what their experience is. You're evaluating.
Okay, got it.
The guy did say that there was a. Actually, I probably didn't hear this, but there was a like a yellow mark that was touched.
Yeah, I mean it's that place where it looks like it's faded. Like the color is faded. It's a little off. but it sticks out strangely because it's just the metal itself in that area is a different color, and it's about the place. Like, I mean, if you're standing up in regular height and just sort of put your hand out, it's about there.
Okay. Yeah, Roxy would go like up to the edge, not like like up to the like cusp of the edge, but like just look around see if she feels different or anything like that. Stick her hand out, like.
I make a roll for the star.
The star.
I mean, it's for using your occult.
Oh,
it's mostly to see if you sense something.
I was going to be like, is this to make a roll to see if someone's like, oh hey, that's Roxy up there?
No, it's mostly to see if you sense something.
20.
Yeah, and you like you're sitting there and you do kind of feel like there's like a dull pulse of magic in that area. At this point, if you bring it up to Max, you're also able to feel it.
Max is kicking a rock off the bridge to illustrate to the audience that it is a long way down.
Yeah. Looks like a bridge.
But it doesn't feel like a bridge.
It doesn't?
There's more here than meets the eye. The truth is out there.
Roxy looks at Burger Guy and says, so what did they do when they were up here?
I saw them walk through, but when I saw that one point, I was watching for a couple of days. When they came back, they touched this area, and then something happened, and they moved. They went through and just like walked into something else.
So they like walked off the end of the bridge, but they didn't fall. They like teleported somewhere.
Yeah, they were like a portal or something appeared. I couldn't see it from where I was.
Okay. Anyone have rope?
Max is gonna stick his hand off the edge of the bridge.
Yep, you're like
just out there.
Yep.
Roxy's going to go over to the faded away bit and just says, anyone feeling brave?
No one is stepping out over the bridge.
Just a hand?
I already put a hand over the bridge.
I know,
the bridge.
but after I touched this thing.
I'll do it again. Like, if she's touching it, I'll continue like waving my hands around over the.
She hasn't touched it yet. She's just like asking.
We should probably know what we're doing before we do it. I mean, do you want to lose a hand?
You're right when we said we should get some rope.
Man, would that count?
What if the rope got teleported too, and then it was just a broken rope? Oh god.
All of those count as movie cliches.
I'm like taking pictures.
Max just like.
What cliche are you talking about?
All the standard portal cliches of portal opens up, man loses arm, throw rope through portal, pull rope back, rope is cut.
Persona 4 intro.
If those things happen, yeah.
Okay, is there like a piece of stone or something on the bridge?
Sure. I mean, not big, but there's little rocks and stuff.
I'm gonna put my hand on the faded bit, and then I look over at someone else and just say, "Throw a stone through, see what happens."
I'm gonna go ahead and use the roll you had earlier. As far as you kind of like channel a bit of power.
Okay, cool. Through
there, like the same sort of way you kind of feel it, and then like you see that it goes sort of like that part of the bridge, the opening there, goes opaque. And it almost is like, you can't quite see through it, but it almost has the consistency of water. But it's just hanging in the air.
Okay. So did someone throw a stone through?
Because Max still kind of like had his arms out.
Oh shit! No, please.
I'm assuming no. He did say, anybody feeling brave before she did it, so.
I'll toss a pebble.
Okay. You go, it goes, bloop, and it just, as it goes through, it kind of like goes through like almost like through water, but there's nothing comes out of it. It just kind of has that thing where it goes, and then just the surface seems to just flow back over it. And the stone is gone, and you kind of look over and did not hit the ground at some point, or at least you haven't heard it.
Okay.
This must have caused the Mayans to desert.
The Mayans?
Take your hand off the spot.
Like, yeah, takes off.
And it's still hanging there.
I'm here.
Wait, give it a minute. Like, obviously, it doesn't last forever. We need to know how long it lasts before we do anything more.
Okay.
5 minutes.
So you're just waiting on the bridge.
Yeah,
We take,
like,
yeah, so
Yeah, you wait.
Yeah.
About a minute later, it goes
okay.
and it closes up again.
That's not a long time.
Okay, what I'm going to do is actually no. Roxy tests to see if so she puts her hand on it again, and hopefully I don't have to roll again for that. And when the portal appears again, she's just going to keep her hand on it and see if it goes away in a minute.
Yeah, we'll say we'll keep the same roll. It appears again, and you just sort of wait, and you wait, and it's still there.
So it's still there if I put my hand
after
on
a
it.
minute.
Well, I can stay here. Okay. Someone tear like bottom of their shirt into like a small piece of rope, tie it around someone's phone, have the phone on camera set to take after, I don't know, 10 seconds. We wait, we throw it through, and drag it back after 10 seconds and see what's behind there in the camera.
Are you offering up your phone? Because like, I don't want to buy a new phone. That seems a little convoluted.
Max would volunteer his, but it's literally like I've had him with shitty ass Razor phone this whole time, so I'm not sure if it has auto.
Also, like,
taking.
I like this shirt. I'm not just gonna like tear up a shirt. Like,
Max has removed his necktie for this offering.
okay, I
Are you
think
wearing a tie? Okay.
Martin, was it have had weird looks about them gone in, or just the lizard-looking people, or whatever?
I mean, they look normal, but like I just would see like a. I mean, I just saw the flash of them when I saw them in the Burger King, but I mean, I did see them come into here. They looked normal when I saw them.
Huh.
One thing that she told you was that when she took the pictures, I mean, she's a cinemancer or not a photomancer, that they had appeared. She saw it in the pictures that she developed.
Yeah. I think we have some more information now, but I think we need to get a little bit more before we go through there. We want to make sure it doesn't change any of us, you know?
I think Roxy looks over at the burger guy and says, "Hey, burger guy, you got a camera phone?
Yeah.
Can I borrow it?"
He pulls he pulls out. You see that's got like a Sherlock sticker on the back of it.
Okay. So
Just-
hopefully,
Just set it to video, toss it through, and pull it back out.
yeah, basically with like attached to the tie, so we don't have to stick our hands through.
You gotta dangle it through.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that, and it kind of goes through, and then you pull it back. There's a little bit of thing, and this is what you actually see on the other end.
Cool. Hold on. Wait a minute. Did you do it to picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the Roll20.
The word Illuminati immediately just flies out of Max's mouth.
Wait, this picture is what we see?
Yep.
That's fine.
With this like portal opened, can Max like feel anything Adift wise? Like this shit's just radiating magic.
I mean, just the kind of the same magic you felt earlier. There's a little bit more of it while the portal's open, but you know that portals are kind of like pretty rare.
Like this alone is already like boggling Max's mind all by itself. But
Like it would require an insanely powerful ritual to do something like this.
or science. Lizard people.
Okay, so I think we all agree that we're not going in there right now, right? We agree on that, right?
Max is gone.
Max, stop. No.
He has to be. Like, the second that you say, like, we're not going in there, and you've taken your eyes off one of the members, he's already in there.
Okay, Martin, you stay out here with her. Yeah, I'll run after him.
I'd say send Roxy in, but you need her. Well, no.
Yeah, Roxy,
Okay.
keep your hand on there. Please don't.
They're both.
No, Martin.
Cannot
Like I
break
say,
the
but in one, so Roxy's not just holding the door open. Martin also is an adept. So
Oh,
Martin can hold the door open too. I'm not sure.
No, we are
Yeah,
not
'cause
splitting up.
Martin was.
We are not splitting up. You two stay at the door.
He says splitting up.
Only in halves, not fourths, or leave someone alone.
Roxy says, like, I'll give you 15 minutes. If not back in 15 minutes.
Half
then
an hour,
I'll come
please.
through. Half an hour?
Roxy,
says, okay.
I like living Roxy.
Martin at this point goes, I could keep it open if you want.
Do I have any idea what kind of adept Martin even is?
He hasn't told you, but I mean, he's an adept because he was.
Yeah, like obviously he obviously
he was dropping the charges.
Yeah, obviously he can put charges into things. It was just like, did that afford me any adept-based hints as to what he can actually do?
No, you'd have to know how he generates charges.
Okay.
Yeah. Did he taste
Or you could ask him.
this on the burger?
Did I taste?
You
Photo
could
matter.
ask him what he is.
Yeah, but it's too bad. I'm through the lizard man portal.
Yeah, I think I was just like, okay, that's great. You two keep it open as long as you can. Like, I'm gonna bring him back. This all sucks. Okay, bye. And step through.
I have to imagine that Max hasn't like wandered off too far. He's just kind of standing on the inside, looking around, waiting for somebody else to come through the portal after
Oh,
him.
perfect,
Because
great. I
that's
grab
how it
your arm
works.
and I start dragging you back.
The truth is out there.
Max, shut up. We don't know where we are. We don't know what this is. We need to come more prepared. Just shut up. Let's get out of here. What if they sense us? What if they can sense people come through the portal, Max? Did you think about that?
If they could, they'd be here already.
Max, come with me. I am forcibly dragging him out now. Do you resist?
I'm trying to think, like, this is the equivalent of, like, Scully trying to drag Mulder off an alien spaceship. But, so, yeah, he's kind of fighting. He's going to try to, like, slip out of his coat.
So PvP rolling, I guess?
Yeah.
What? So, like, I guess I could roll Drifter, substitute for Struggle.
I have no, like, struggle substitute at all.
Okay. And I'm using... Are we using the new character sheets? Because I actually transferred over, so you won't see me...
Oh, if you have your hand.
You won't see me fancy rolling, but I've got my numbers here.
Yeah,
Ah!
Wait,
Oh, I rolled 100. I rolled 100. Like, I didn't roll
Yeah,
one.
you didn't
Oh!
roll 1d100.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Not again. Okay, flash roll.
Okay, so
Yep.
as you go to grab him and sort of pull him back, I'm trying to think.
Oh, no, like, I
100.
didn't roll. I didn't input the command.
You rolled a
prompt.
100 instead of a 1d100.
I rolled a 100 instead of rolled 1d100.
Oh,
Okay, I
okay.
failed, but I got a double. So
I don't know.
double.
I could fail worse. Let's
Okay.
Yeah, you can fail worse.
yeah. So as you got the double on this one.
Did I
Um,
also roll a 66?
Oh my god, we rolled the same thing!
Um,
Oh my
The
god.
portal closes.
Just
no, I'll say as you two struggle, they pop back out and bump Roxy off of it.
Oh.
And the two of you are sort of like in the middle of it, like you know it's to stay open for at least a minute. Martin's like, "Oh shit!" and goes over and kind of puts his hand on it,
Thanks.
and it's like, and yeah. So right now, you two are like in between the portal at this point, like half in, half out.
Roxy, give me a hand.
The truth is out there, Art.
Max, you need to stop. I like try to put like a hand over your mouth. Stop shouting. Max, they will hear us. Max. Oh my god.
I'll be literally 5 seconds and then jumps through the portal. Looks around. Basically, she wants to know if the orbs that are on the walls if she looks back at the portal, is like there an orb related to it? Like other orbs, other portals?
No, so the portal's the same thing. It's on a wall. This goes down into a wall, and there's also like stuff there, and it's kind of hanging in front. But the portals, like the orbs themselves, look at them. They're glass. They're just colored glass, and it's kind of cool in here. Like it's like there's not like air conditioning that you can hear, but there is sort of a nice, cool, and a slightly damp, like a very little bit damp, to the atmosphere while you're down here.
Max is still like muffled screaming. Sometimes words come out mostly about global warming and Reaganites.
Okay, she's going to put her hand out to one of the orbs to see if they're at all related to like the portal process, or if they're just there to be fancy.
Roxy, oh my God, what are you doing?
No, I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to hold my hand out, like to feel if there's any like faint magic.
Yeah, no, you're kind of feeling they just feel like glass spheres.
Okay.
You're not feeling anything off of
Yeah, then Roxy's going to turn back to the portal and sort of like shove Maxwell through it and then follow after her.
Yeah, Max can't fight going two people pushing him in one direction. He is not strong.
Okay. Yeah, so you appear back, and it's like the three of you kind of tumble through and knock Martin off
the pyramids
off the handhold that he's got.
No, wait. Goes back through. She quickly gets out her phone and checks GPS.
I don't know if it would work here. You're not getting a signal.
If you can't connect, if you can't make a physical connection to a satellite via sound wave, it doesn't function.
Oh, fuck's sake. All right, then she goes back out.
That was a good idea, though.
You do notice that there's a similar patch on the wall that's just like the one that you used.
To get through. That's very interesting. Okay.
Well, that's really good information.
Yeah.
And now Max has completed his one cliche foray into the dangerous thing, which they immediately run back out of, which moves us to the next act.
Max, I know you want to check it out, but we need a plan before we go investigating the crazy ass portal shit. All right?
We need the other local specialists.
Sure.
Like Max stands, puts his coat back on, starts brushing himself off. Several fake business cards and badges fall out of it. He puts them back in.
Can I roll something to see if I have a particular item? I want to roll delinquent to see if I own a gun.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can always borrow one of Max's fake. Well, we can borrow like guns in our possession. We have Max's fake guns, which I imagine there's at least one, and Max not on his person, but buried deep in the depths of his damn prop costume trunk is that.
Go ahead, mark your delinquent. By the way.
Yeah, I did. Cool.
Buried in the depths of his.
Yeah, I remember every time when you fail a skill.
Yeah.
Ooh, I get the mark. I get the mark drifter. Yay.
There's I imagine in like the depths of his costume trunk, he still has that like one-shot misfired revolver from the last adventure, because that thing is literally Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, Chekhov's gun.
I have a roll I can make.
A what?
This place looks very opulent. Is there any chance I could roll former socialite to like see if I recognize like the architecture or the style, or is it too magical? Like it's
not for this. You will probably find out why at some point. I would say you will definitely find out why at some point.
Sure.
Otherwise,
yeah.
Well,
yeah, no, it was a stretch, but one check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for a socialite to know about this.
Okay. Okay, so now we know we can get on the other side. That's good, but let's give it a little bit. All right. Let's come up with a plan. Right?
They never go through the bridge during the day, right? Looking at Burgo Guy.
As far as they're aware.
and some go in and some go out. Is there any pattern to that? Like, do they come out at the before the morning and go in at the start of the night?
Martin kind of shrugs because like I've seen it like twice, man. I mean, I work. I can't be up here all the time looking. But
Question: can camera turds do anything with photos that other people take, or does it have to be themselves?
It has to be theirs.
Okay, because if not, like Max probably has a roll of Super 8 film somewhere that he could get the inside of this on a non-digital media for our camera turd friend.
Okay, well, we should probably go during the day then. It sounds like, and I mean, you've got work, but we'll do our investigating. That's what we're here for.
Quick question for the report, Martin. Your specialty.
Specialty?
Charge generation.
Oh, I'm a sociomancer.
Is that the nerd one?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Currently on a Sherlock. I'm going through a whole BBC phase.
That finally makes sense. Wait, does that mean like potentially he could understand the whole Mulder nonsense I'm doing right now?
Oh my!
I took the idea that he hasn't actually seen the X-Files.
Yeah.
he's young enough that I mean he just not something he kind of watched. He wasn't a. It was too popular.
He's watching Sherlock.
Now he is. Anyway.
That's different.
No, wait, no. Is this like the original series of Sherlock from like the 60s or something?
I don't think he's that much of a hipster, but
Yeah, I don't think that much. I think the more recent.
He's not
Sherlock.
Hipster-mancer.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the last.
oh my god, can I play a new idea for a character, hipsteromancy? It's exactly like this, except it operates on irony instead of cliches.
Oh my! The thing is, it's not hard to create like your own. Oh god, a hipster man.
What have I done?
You gain a significant charge by being the first person to listen to like a new album or something.
And if you're like,
But
if your
you only-
handlebar mustache gets disrupted, you charge.
Like you only get the charge if they become like one of the world's biggest bands.
Yeah.
Like I saw you 30 years ago, and now I have a major charge.
Oh my god. Yeah,
I'd actually say you'd get a significant charge by out hipstering somebody else.
oh my god.
Like you just win the cultural dick measuring contest.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I have a 78.
You
I have a
somehow find a way to be
78
one trend
Stratocaster.
ahead.
Oh, that's
So,
nice. I've got these bongos carved from prehistoric driftwood. You know, real music.
So are we all good with putting this off until the day?
Roxy says, right, do we want to go in at night where they're more likely to be around, or in the middle of the day?
In the middle of the day.
Okay. We should find a gun before then. This is Arizona. We should be able to get one.
Max shows off his airsoft gun.
A real gun. But that might scare some people, so... Wait, is it obviously airsoft?
Like, I imagine it's still got, like, the orange, like, show-safe tip on it for right now. And, like, looking really closely at it, it's like a shitty block of plastic.
Yeah, we should at least be a little bit more prepared. And then, like, on the drive back, I would like to take shotgun and talk to Martin. Let's see. So, Martin, you do a lot of, like, food magic shit, yeah?
I mean, he kind of looks at you weirdly for a moment. I do the special orders.
Yeah.
I mean, I drop the charges in, but
Do you...
This agent here is an outside contractor for this investigation only. He's a bit versed in
Like,
our particular
just a second.
practices.
my pizza's here. Just
Okay.
a second.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it earlier, because I was going to ask him. I was like, I need an alibi.
I just wanted to be like the hour ticks by while we're driving back, and Max
I mean, we know it's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Max can feel the significant wash over him, and he immediately like scrubs out of the tuxedo and like into
oh my
like
god.
this grimy ass sweatshirt just in the middle of the car.
Oh my god.
I remember now, the second person that was putting us up for the night, the guy who was amazing at disguises,
Yep.
like, when did he say he would be back?
He didn't.
He didn't. He just said, wait for it. Jesus.
Well, he went to go figure things out, and part
I
of the
don't
deal
remember
is
this. In my fever haze, this must have slipped by.
Yeah, okay, so the woman's a photomancer and the guy is
He's like a lot harder to do version of Max.
yeah, the persona.
he
Persona.
has to perfect it. Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah.
He gets charges from fooling people.
Yeah, so he left to investigate on his own. We don't know
Yeah,
he's
he
back.
went to basically play the part of like a lizard person, and So he didn't say when he'd be back. Jesus.
I don't think
Okay.
so. There was no idea how long this would take.
Okay. How long's it been? Just a day so far?
Pretty much.
Yeah, we just got this day.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would say about this point you've got the your being Mulder has ceased.
Like the
To be
the second
necessary.
the charge, like he feels the charge drop into him, like he strips out of the suit and back into like his sweatshirt, mounting the camera back on his shoulder, like it's just like visibly relaxed now, letting like the FBI badge and a bunch of shitty business cards fall into the prop trunk.
So yeah, anyway, do you like keep track of what the special orders do? Like, I'm not I'm not asking for a list or anything. I'm just like,
He goes, it's hard to know what they do. You drop them and stuff happens. Sometimes you see it. A lot of times
They
you
turn
don't.
mice into real mice. Like Mike
oh,
Max pipes up in the back.
Oh, yeah. He ate the special order that you gave me.
Oh, you ate it? That's. If I'd have known it was you, I wouldn't have given it to you, man.
He was
Sorry about
testing it.
Max kind of like leans forward and like, can you do more?
Max, not now.
Max,
Yeah,
no.
I kind of want to eat one now.
Oh my god, have you ever seen it do like, I don't know, really really good stuff? Like
Listen to people things.
like not weird, but like good, like healing or whatever.
Because most of them don't actually happen here, like at the restaurant.
Yeah.
They usually happen somewhere else.
Okay.
We've heard about things happening, but sometimes good. I mean, occasionally some weird shit happens. It's not great, but never see these people come back and they've just sort of like more aware and or heard about some weird things. Good. One woman said that like birds were talking to her for a while.
Okay, but nothing like soul cleansing or something.
I mean, maybe, but like, do you go back to Burger King if your soul's
Like
cleansed?
Max pipes,
That gets a laugh out of me.
Max kind of pipes up from the back and like is Max like vaguely aware you're looking for magic? Like, have you made it a thing that you look for magic recipes when we go to towns?
Yes, like you know
Max
that,
is pretty damn observant.
I'm not telling you like which ones I'm specifically looking for, but I'm obviously looking for something like healing-ish or like something spiritual. Like,
So, like,
Max
we know
pipes-
you're a food critic, right?
Yeah, like Max,
Yeah,
Max pipes up from the Max pipes up in the back and says something to the effect of like, "Healing magic is homemade. Can't buy. What kind of plot device can you buy from a Burger King?"
just making sure all the bases are covered, kid.
Hey, you look. You won't know till you try. When was the last time you had a Burger King? They could be really good now.
Baseball.
Is Burger King really good now? Looks over at the burger guy.
It's Burger King. I like it better than McDonald's. I'm kind of glad we moved.
I mean, it's Burger King. I don't know. Like, food's food when you got to eat, and like, I don't know. It's been a while since I've had some like, 5-star whatever shit.
Yeah, Roxy looks at the Burger King guy and says, "Hey, you want to come see a show for free?
Yeah.
Sure. Tomorrow night at the pig place. If you bring in three special order burgers, you can get in for free."
I'm not supposed to bring. My special orders are supposed to be random. We're not supposed to drop those into specific people's things.
It's
You know
true. It ruins the element if you can predict it.
Plus, I'm pretty much out of charges. I got to build up some more.
God damn it.
Find the nearest hot topic. Joke, but that actually works. Spending money on spending money on an object of your given click at the moment generates charges via sociomancy.
Oh my god. Well, thanks for the info. I appreciate it. At least gives me something to cross off my list. But I literally take out like a list and cross off something.
Yeah, we were talking about something while you were gone. Did the guy, the disguise mancer, say when he'd be back or contact us at all?
Not as of yet. Do you remember where he was going to? Because I didn't write that down.
You didn't say where he was going. He just had an idea, and he was going to go blend in with lizard people.
Yeah, he says he's
he knows some of the people who they saw. So, yeah, he didn't say when he'd be back, but he had kind of adopted a new identity and gone to see what was going to go on.
Well, he's probably dead by now. Let's. Is there where we can drop you off?
Well, my car. I mean, his car is where you guys is.
Yeah.
Should we go take him to meet Camera Lady? You know, interweave the plot threads.
I think higher up probably wants to keep things tight, Max, right?
Like, Max has completely forgotten about the lie set that he strung together.
Yeah, right.
Of course. Anyways, we'll drop you off. Thanks for the help. We'll take things from here, and if you hear anything more, we'll be around. Doesn't seem like too big of a town.
Okay.
Come to the show anyway.
We'll do.
Terrible things
absolutely.
are guaranteed to happen.
That's not true, Max.
That is completely true.
That's completely true.
No.
We have never.
It's going to be the best show I've ever played. Just come by. You'll love it.
Does that count? Does me saying this is going to go wrong and then Roxy going, no, this is the best show I have ever played. This will be the best show I will ever play, which would immediately.
It'll depend on how the show goes.
Amazing.
Don't you dare
Retroactive.
spend a charge. Don't you dare spend a charge to make it fail immediately. Don't you dare play the what will go wrong magic.
I could though.
I know you could.
Sitting on a pile.
So basically, if it goes super bad or really good, you can get a charge out of that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
Great, wonderful.
So we drop the guy off.
Yeah. I want to go. Are we staying with that camera lady? Or do we have to get a hotel?
I would say you probably have a hotel.
I want to go talk to her again first because I want to show her all the fancy pictures I took of the Illuminati house.
Okay.
On my stupid ass Razer phone.
Yeah. I asked the. Oh wait, so you went in and took pictures?
Probably not. Just thinking about it, probably didn't have enough time.
Well, if you had the video,
I
mean, if someone got the number and had the video,
before we drop the guy off, I say, "Hey, send me the video of that to my phone."
Yeah, gotta get your number.
Yeah, send it.
Sends it.
Cool.
Max gives him a pile of his, like, it's like a gradient of really good business card to like notebook paper. But they all have the same number on it. They just list off like 50 different professions.
Let me get my business card for you.
Yeah, it looks like you have it a lot easier than our good friend here when it comes to generating.
All right. So you head back to talk to Wendy?
Yep.
Okay. You head back to the house. She's still up, kind of watching TV as you come in. She goes, "So did you find
Lizard
anything?"
people are real.
Fucking hell.
We
We
don't
don't know. We don't know if they're
What'd you
real
see?
people.
Just
But
make a bad
we
joke.
went through the portal.
Where'd you go?
We show the video.
She's like, "Holy shit!"
Does the video did the video manage to capture me and Art fighting?
Oh my god!
No, because it was the one you put in before.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
The
So yeah,
whole place smells like magic and lizard people in final climatic battle with an exploding core as we run outwards towards a slowly closing portal.
Like she's looking at it, she's like, "This place." Because like she's like the little, like through the portal, like little balloon, and then through the portal as it comes back, it's sort of bouncing a bit, so it's
Yeah.
a little hard to kind of make all the details. She's like, "This looks like something out of a movie."
Like Max giddily bounces up and down.
does that like
Dude,
give
that's
us a hint
incredible.
as to like what your shit is?
like Max is just constantly excited all the time. If you want to take that as a hint, go ahead. But
Okay.
actually, is the phrase like something out of a movie
Oh
a
my
cliche?
god.
I was gonna say, if someone says this isn't a movie, that would be a charge for sure.
Yeah. I think like something out of a movie isn't, but like if someone says this isn't a movie, this is real life.
Well, Max can't say it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it.
Like if
Sorry.
nobody else does, Max will say it to complete the cliche because he has to. But he's like waiting expectantly for someone else to fill in the gap first.
No.
Yeah, she's not. She's like, it looks amazing. So what are these orbs?
I tested them for magic, but I didn't feel anything.
You went through?
Yeah, we all did. Basically, yeah, Max jumped through because he's a fucking idiot, and then we basically went through to get him out.
I resemble that remark.
There's
So are you gonna go back and check it all out, or
No, we basically just
see
went
what's there?
straight to the entrance, had a quick look around. I couldn't get a satellite signal, so I don't know where it was.
we need some kind of plan before we go in there. We figured lots of people have been saying they see people walking in and out at night. We figured during the day might be better, might not get seen.
Yeah, do you have a gun around? A real one?
No.
You're from Arizona, come on.
You're from Nebraska, and not everybody in Nebraska owns a gun.
And like Rax,
You know,
Okay, that has to
Nebraska's in the. Like Nebraska's is out east.
Okay.
That has to count. You're from X state. You have to own a gun.
Sure.
and Roxy, I'm not really cool with you like getting a gun to like murder people. Like we're there to like check things out. Like
No. Look, if they find us and they start attacking us with lizard people powers or whatever the fuck it is, we
Then we
need
get out.
something. Yeah, but like if they cut us off, if it's like fucking Star Wars or something, they're gonna cut us off. Like we're on like shit territory that isn't ours. We need some protection, and I'd rather go through with a gun than like a baseball bat.
whatever.
Baseball bats are infinitely more effective on lizards than actual guns, especially when wielded by 12-year-olds.
I mean, you also both have magic. Like,
Yeah, I'll play a show for them. That'll help.
hey, I don't know. Maybe if all the lizards make
If
a circle
Robotech
around-
taught me anything,
Robotech taught me it.
I don't know.
Because that's always how it goes, you know? Like, guns are ineffective versus aliens, but 12-year-old with a baseball bat is super effective.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like kind of the sketch plan is to get a little bit more prepared, go in there during the day, see what we
Yeah.
can find.
all right.
Do you?
So what kind of stuff are you putting together?
I mean, I'll probably go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, Roxy goes into the kitchen and grabs a kitchen knife and just stows it away.
Wait, you like steal a knife?
Yeah. Well, hold on, wait. Would she have a fucking switchblade or something? Because delinquent.
Probably not. Yeah, we'll say a switchblade. you got.
Cool. Yeah, she already has one.
Yeah, we established I have a switchblade already.
Oh shit.
No, we could be switchblade buddies.
Switchblade buddies. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah. We like pull our switchblades out, and we're like, "Oh, you've got that version? Yeah, I have the one with the pearlescent grip."
Oh my god. I mean, I'll probably get. Good.
It reminds me of that stupid Archer thing. Since when do you own a switchblade? It's a long story, and it's just him looking into a pawn shop window and the switchblade sitting there. Ooh,
Yeah.
neat.
I mean, I guess I'll probably get some shit together, try and work up a little something here or there. But that's about all I can do to get ready.
These knives are specifically designed to cut long pig.
Did you want to come with us to check things out? I mean,
Max
if you
kind
take
of like
pictures-
leans forward. Think of the photos.
I was
If
about to say.
you explain everything, she's like, I don't know if I'm ready to go in. So I can hold the portal for you if you want, or I can be ready to open it again.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that might help. If the portal ever goes down, then you can open it again.
Yeah, it's about a minute without contact with an adept, or not adept, magic person. Ugh, still getting used to all the words.
Okay. So when are you looking at going?
Should we like give it a day or two to see if the Personimancer shows up?
When your insert name here goes off on one of his bits, when does he
Dinesh?
usually turn up again? That's the one.
Well, I know it may depend a little bit. He's trying to get in good with some of the people who we were suspecting. It may take him a couple days, but that's fine.
I mean, no one's in any danger, we've heard. I don't see the problem with just hanging low for a while.
I mean, I prefer to do the gig before I possibly die.
When would you possibly die?
We have time for a mid-act musical
We're
number.
going through a literal portal.
Oh, I thought you meant you wanted to go through the portal before you die, and I was
No. I wanted to do the gig.
I mean, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Before we go through.
I'm perfectly fine with waiting a few days. Are you cool with that, Max?
Yeah. Builds attention.
Cool.
Cool. You two
No
can
one
like
ever-
you two can like juice up or whatever it is you do, and I'll try and get some stuff together in case of emergency.
I'm always juiced up. That's his deal.
Max is going to buy some bananas and start throwing them on sidewalks downtown just to see if he can get anybody.
You're littering. Damn it.
Oh my god.
He just looks around, like holding a banana, eating it, and then just like casually drops it on the floor and whistles and walks away. And then just like dives into a bush and just stares at it for like an hour.
Oh my god.
See, it's funny, but that's actually one of my spells as well.
Oh my
Yes, there is
god.
something along those lines. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt again. I'm going to disappear real quick.
Yeah, no
and then
worries.
do
No,
your
no
show.
problem. I'll take the opportunity to as well. you should know that I've officially made the Cabal my protege on my character sheet.
What?
Because it doesn't necessarily. The description wasn't just like people you like can teach or know more about magic to. It's also like people you think need taking care of.
Okay.
And like I'm the oldest by far, and he's kind of taking this like weird parental role.
Into the last one.
These kids are fucking idiots.
Yeah, actually, no, that's literally it. And like I was tempted to just put Max on it, but like when I was like, no, Roxy. No.
Yeah, Roxy's got a bit of a streak as well.
Yeah. So yeah, sad Guy Fieri dad.
I really, really want to roll a 1 burger. God damn it!
Oh my god. But like at least from the book, it seemed that like anyone can be an avatar if they just do the right shit.
Yeah. Avatars are like made. I don't know how adepts get into it.
Adepts, like, they pile into their obsession deeper and deeper and deeper until they discover the fact that there's magic at the other end.
Oh yeah, avatars can literally just be like, well, people can just be like, okay, I'm going to like focus entirely on being this one archetype.
Here, becoming an avatar. Starting on the path is easy, even if you don't take it as an identity at character generation.
Becoming the star 101, always be the center of attention.
Yeah, interesting. So you can become an avatar later on. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Basically, as long as you, it's one of those things where if you want to turn someone into like an avatar or an adept, you end up making it like a
campaign,
a goal of the Cabal, which because we had talked after the original goal, we talked about just sort of Scooby-Dooing it across America. So there, as of yet, hasn't been a specific goal that you're going after. It's more just isolated adventures, finding weird things. There may be some stuff that kind of pulls in. So if at some point you're like, oh, we want to make this thing a goal,
I mean,
that becomes possible.
One of our goals, I feel like, eventually would be, get Roxy up the archetype ladder.
I was going to say, can we kill the current 100 archetype? Like, because I'm going to stall at 99, right, until that one dies.
Yeah, basically at 99 you stall until the Godwalker either dies or is ascends up to replace the current member of the Invisible Clergy, and that becomes like if it gets to that point, that becomes a big deal because like I think it's Godwalkers actually starts with 3 avatars who are at 98 or 99% showing up to basically fight over who will become the
right. Guys, let's. Obviously, the Godwalker is going to be like by Beyonce or something. We need to go kill Beyonce.
I was about to ask. I was actually thinking about this. Is Beyonce the Godwalker of the Star? Well, or
why is it Beyonce?
Because she's the star.
Katy Perry's doing really well right now.
or it would be like the opposite of like an entertainment star. It'd be honestly, like Trump or something.
Beyonce is practically all but worshipped.
Yeah.
In a lot of like she's probably, it would make a lot of sense for her to be the Godwalker on Earth.
Yeah.
I want to
do it.
I want to.
You know what? Let's make it canon.
Yeah.
Beyonce is the Godwalker of the Star.
Yeah. So like,
does that mean I have to kill Spielberg if I want to like?
Oh my god.
No, adepts don't have.
I have to kill Guy Fieri.
That you find out Gordon Ramsay's like
no
for other
Ramsay
things
would
it
be
almost
the
makes
archetype
sense.
The archetype of the critic.
Oh my god, yes.
It'd be Simon Cowell. It wouldn't even be food.
When Robert Egert, or that film critic, died.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. First of all, Roger Ebert's from this town.
Oh my god.
And his not from where you're at, from where I live. And Ebert Fest is here every year, but it's always like right after spring break, so I can't ask for days off to go. But there is, outside of the Virginia Theater here in town, which used to be a movie house, but now like touring shows and stuff come through. There is a bronze Roger Ebert statue.
Oh my god!
Wow.
with a thumbs up that is that's
He
on
was
a
for
bench
sure
outside.
the critic, right? Like,
I mean, with some of them, like the critic could be someone a lot of people haven't necessarily heard of, because I mean, the star by its nature needs to be someone that is
yeah, up
known.
front.
A lot of the rest of them, like you could have the best chef in the world. Like if you had something like a food related adept, the best chef in the world could be someone who other people haven't heard
Yeah.
of.
Yeah,
Who isn't well known, who could be doing something small. Like the star by its
has to be
nature
big.
has to be like someone gigantic.
I think like
And to
I
be
think there are a
fair,
couple that actually work like that, but like by definition, like the Masterless Man or like the Messenger don't stand out very much.
Yeah, the Fool, something like that.
and there's several of them that like while they could stand out, I'm like you could have. I mean, let's say there's like an avatar of like the chef, which you could definitely do some stuff with. Like while Gordon Ramsay or something might be famous, it doesn't mean he's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Because but with the star, it's specifically you're the center of attention. So you have someone like Beyonce who, like, I don't know if you saw the cast for the
Oh my
upcoming
God.
Live King.
Ugh.
I mean, granted, them doing it again is meh. At first I'm like, oh, are they going to do the Broadway musical with all famous
But they
people?
didn't do all white
cool.
people. Wow.
But like, that's an amazing cast.
Yeah.
But you would have thought Beyonce was the only person that they announced from the people I saw going
that
on.
list is. I think they know that they need to pull off something crazy.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how it does because I think they're doing a live version of the film and not like the stage version. I think it'd be more interesting if they did the stage version because then they're not trying to compete with the film.
There were a bunch of names for like characters on that list I didn't recognize.
I recognize a lot, not all of them, but I recognize a lot.
There was like 3 at the bottom. There was like, and my only thought was, were those the hyenas' names?
Oh, I guess they changed the names of the hyenas.
Yeah, to like
they were
something.
They were all they're all Hispanic. Or actually, it was Whoopi Goldberg, John Leguizamo, and Cheech.
One of them was just called Ed.
Because I
like,
I think that's Eric Andre, Florence Kasumba, and Keegan Michael Key are. I think they are the hyenas. But yeah, it's like it's a hell of a cast.
Yeah.
Like holy shit, it's a good cast.
And then like if Beyonce's the godwalker of the star because of the nature of the star, does like everyone in the magic sort of like community know that she is the godwalker of the star?
Yeah.
I think
I don't.
adepts of the star would know.
Yeah, the aspects of
A
the
lot-
star
well,
would
not
know,
all of them,
but
but a lot
like
of them.
an adept might.
A lot of the rest of
An
them.
adept like attending the concert might feel it's like there's some kind of fuckery in the air, but
Well, particularly because like the star in particular is very much sort of self-centered. A lot of that stuff is centered on self. It's the unusual aspect of it. While it demands being the center of attention, a lot of the actual power, I think, if I recall, has more to do with you personally. Though you can actually heal people with the 51 to 70.
Huh.
Not heal. It's like
what
curing like hardened notches or failed notches. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, you can sort of like emotionally heal people in those ones. I think if I recall the rest of them.
The final one,
personal
being in, like you can go to be in any gig you want across the world. Like you just automatically teleport to the gig, even if it's across the world.
Yeah. It can appear at any public media event. The star must know where and when things are happening before rolling. It can only appear just before or during the event.
so you can crash.
Which is basically a record skip for reality.
Yeah.
Wow.
People remembered how the star got there. He was always invited. His friends were always on the guest list. Only the star and his pals remember the disruption of the world's continuity.
Dang.
The one before that is basically how you start becoming hyper famous, because you basically have to start like double rolling your gigs, and if you like get a success on the double roll, then it's like the gig is like intensely good. I'm just thinking like the avatar can be only one person, right?
Yes, or no, the Godwalker can only be a single person.
But yeah, that's true. But like, I'm just thinking like who the previous like Godwalkers and like big avatars were. Like Michael Jackson might have been one. Like I'm just thinking of the Beatles, and then like
I have a feeling Michael Jackson probably would have been a failed
yeah.
Godwalker, or someone who fell. If you're looking at ones who may have actually become, because the funny thing is, everything in 2003 was when essentially everything reset.
Okay.
So in 2003, the invisible chorus or clergy essentially emptied out as the world was remade. So what you're looking at is people who have filled it in. It's happened since then.
Yeah.
Because before that, I mean, it could have been. I mean, as far as the star, you'd have had. I don't know. Maybe Elvis would make a lot of sense because even after he died,
like nobody knows where nobody went. He didn't die. He ascended.
Yeah,
Elvis lives.
Like Kurt Cobain in some respects, but he wasn't.
What's the woman? I can't remember her fucking name. Hold on. Marilyn Monroe, like she was just a star for existing, basically. But I was just thinking.
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe.
Go ahead, sorry.
James Dean could have been someone who had a run at it.
I was just thinking about like how hyper competitive like the big like music scene and like movie scenes would be. Like I was thinking like the Beatles were all becoming super good avatars, but they could only be one good walker, so they started fighting, and then McCartney like had Lennon killed and shit like that just to like turn off the competition.
Well, actually, the funny thing that'd be kind of hilarious because like actual avatars are fairly rare. But if the Beatles, actually, I would say if the Beatles, except for Ringo, were all avatars.
Ringo isn't even the best drummer in the Beatles.
That's such a great line. Because I could definitely see like John Lennon might have been. I mean, God, John Lennon actually would have been a good choice.
Anyways,
Yoko Ono would have been like an archetype of the betrayer or the ruiner or something.
Anyways,
such a good concept. Yeah, sorry.
No, that was good.
That's probably something like our characters talk about, like at the dinner table, like just random shit.
Actually, yeah, because it's one of the things. If you do check out one of the books, or even if you look at this fiction, like they're all like all this is stuff they're all aware of. Which a lot of times in role playing games, knowing those specific things bugs me. But here, I mean, you're an adept or an avatar. Like it makes sense that they know these things.
I'm probably
it's
grilling
one of
you
those
all
things
because
you're aware
like I've been like aware of this shit for maybe like 10 years, but like y'all are like living what I'm learning about still. And like my brush with it was very negative, and so I'm trying to see like the good in it.
Like
all I see that's turning this like 20-something kid crazy, and this other girl's probably going to like try and get a charge off of like a bad date and get herself killed. Like
two things on Facebook. Like as far as speaking of Avatar of the Stars, so a friend of mine she's touring with Chris Rock and opening for him.
Oh wow!
And she just said, "I've heard you're touring with The Rock." That's what her grandmother said. Another friend of mine, his daughter who's like 4. Maeve will only respond if referred to as Michael Jackson. Me, hey Maeve, what did you call me?
Oh my god.
Alright, so how many days do we wait, by the way?
Well, enough to just get to the concert the first time, and then we'll see how the lizard people... I want to watch the concert for lizard people. If Roxy can put out enough of a vibe that just starts attracting townspeople.
Yeah. She's going to like tweet and shit about it.
Yeah, like I want to attend the concert so I can record it so I can use it in Gutter Magic.
Oh shit! You got a taste for that using like Roxy's popularity as like a conduit.
Yeah,
or just like you're singing. And like the crowd noises. Like,
if you want a recording, Max will have like every camera he has pointed at this. And there's several more pointed at the crowd.
I mean, that's great. That gives me more ammunition. But like, Also, sometimes I have to break shit. Like I don't know. If I don't want to have to break
Oh my
my
God.
cameras.
You said ammunition. My first thought was like, get a cassette tape with her singing, and we enchant it so that essentially just functions as a sound grenade.
Guys, using Roxy as a conduit for like gutter magic is like the biggest ego boost for.
I mean, we already did it once.
Yeah,
We failed horribly, but
You failed horribly.
That final roll fucked us.
you don't know that.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay,
Concept
so
time.
yeah, gig.
Okay. So yeah, everything kind of goes through. The next night, as you're kind of you see Martin comes there. You've got Charlie and a bunch of his friends. Like you wouldn't have to be an avatar to feel his eyes all over you.
That fucker got in. God damn it.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
you do.
when I see him there, I like give the bartender a look.
It's different. It's different bartender tonight.
Is the bouncer the same?
No, different bouncer.
Okay.
Mm. Okay. How many rolls am I gonna have to do? Because I wanted to get like as many people in there as possible, by tweeting and shit, and then I need to perform.
I would say just go ahead and make one roll. We'll kind of see how well the gig goes.
We put this back online as part of Roxy's completely unscheduled random missing maps tour.
80. Hold on. Can I flip that to an 8?
Yeah, but what's your the one that's with your star?
Pardon?
What's the obsession that's connected to your star?
Oh, being a star obsession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that your obsession you can always flip.
Cool. So that's an 8.
So yeah, like you have a hell of a concert. And you think you Ziggy Stardusted it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you're just going through and just killing it. As you're playing, you got this small town, the small town crowd just eating out of the palm of your hand.
I imagine like Max has got his cameras like set up every which way and like kind of operating off of what Martin said about like he could see them when he was putting charges into things. He's not trying to do anything with the charge, but he's kind of like flexing that muscle repeatedly as he kind of looks over the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost casting, like if that does anything.
Like trying, like being a homing beacon for anyone magically sensitive. Very smart, Max. So Max.
Yeah, so yeah, it wouldn't necessarily do that, but like it's a kick-ass show. Everyone's going nuts. When you feel really good about the show when you finish up.
What's my thing? Hold on, I just need to look at my channels. 57%.
I'm putting books 4 and 5 up on the.
Oh yeah. Thank you. So do I have to roll to try my plaster over personal psychic trauma?
What page is that?
It is book 1, page 114. So it's 51 to 70%.
In the meantime, Max, he's gonna look at the crowd and like using every movie he's ever seen, including like all of the and its shitty sequels. Like, who is obviously like super cliche lizard person.
Yeah, that is one that goes off of you. Yeah, you can use that if you want to get rid of one of your failed notches.
Yeah. So
with the one that's associated with your fear passion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I have to roll again for that.
No, you performed. That was the roll with both. See how well you did, and also your performance there.
Okay, my fear passion being unaware. Helplessness. That'll give it that one. How do I get cool?
I had someone on a Discord actually. We're talking about doing one shots, and they said like Unknown Armies is too crunchy for a one shot. I'm like, what?
Too country?
Too crunchy. I was like, you look over your abilities if you're an avatar or an adept. Beyond that, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, you literally just say what like your identities. You just do fucking your notches, and that's it. Once you have a GM who knows that, like you can get through that real quick.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you have a hell of a show, and as you kind of get done, it's winding up. It's about 1:30 in the morning, and you kind of finish the last one. The crowd's going crazy as you finish up. You've got like a sheen of sweat all over you. Like you're just it's a good night. You're feeling good about this.
Cool.
Okay, I've got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
One of Max's identities for, I swear I've got this, is the like the filmmaker. Part of it is like stealing shots and setting scenes and like how to direct people within a crowd for a shot like that. If you wanted to, not stand out in the crowd or not draw attention to yourself with you being there, there is a specific kind of way you stand. Could I use that to kind of locate people who might not want attention drawn to themselves?
I don't think with filmmaker, but you could do that with with the character sheets.
Because I have filmmaker and college student.
It depends on the
either of those would be
like if you're
person,
like a shy.
you could do that. You could do that with notice.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a substitute. Actually, filmmaker substitutes for notice.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
While he's doing that real quick, just like as a lore thing, when I'm like aware of Roxy doing star shit, am I like drawn in more than just like, oh, she's playing a good show?
I think you just play is just a hell of a show.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same way you get drawn in by a good performer.
Okay.
Can you flip that?
I don't think any of the passions apply because mine are uncooperative asshats, entertain the world, and fire.
Yeah, I don't think in this one. You're not noticing anybody.
What's your noble?
You're sort of.
My noble is entertain the world.
What's your obsession then?
Cinemancy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do go ahead and mark your filmmaker though.
Yeah, cinemancy has to be my obsession.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to play a hell of a show. Afterwards, as you're kind of coming down from the stage, Charlie's like right there with a little entourage of his little dudes. You're awesome.
Okay, Max has been preparing for this one.
Get him, Max. Get him. I think she like is holding a bottle of water and it's just like, hey, thanks. Like wipes herself with a towel, has a drink, etc. But
Max,
it's just so like, oh god, where's Art? Can Art just come and punch them?
Yeah.
Max is.
You said you're gonna do something, so you got it first. You go first, Max.
Max has entered the scene in like a biker's leather jacket, jeans, and a pair of
fucking Christ!
He's got his hair like coiffed up like a greaser.
Oh my god.
Tunnel snakes rule.
And he's gonna throw his arm around Roxy and do his best back off, this is my girl impression.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Yeah, do me a favor on that one. I'd say go ahead and make. I'm trying to what would be the best one for this one.
Please tell me you're using your magic to make yourself look like a tough biker.
It doesn't work like that.
No, like the Burger King thing.
You have to be among
I
other
think you can make a connect roll on that one.
The Burger
Basically,
King, college student subs for Connect.
Okay, yeah, you're a college student then.
The Burger King thing only works on other Burger King employees.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
So like this would only work on other greasers.
Oh.
Even flipping that doesn't help.
Yeah, it's just
All right.
as you kind of
Mark
go.
off college student.
What?
He's
You
listening.
can mark off college student.
Yeah, I can mark off college students.
He's listening. He's like, "Is this guy? You step out of grease or something?" Roxy, is this who you're with?
Oh god, you failed. So I kind of. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Wait. Let's look at the taboos.
Okay, while you're thinking,
This could go very badly right now. Go ahead.
So when I see this
You mean
horrific
mine?
failure of a plan to rescue her, I would like to assemble a whammy.
Just in the
I
middle
would-
of the bar?
Listen, it's easy. Whammies, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, what's the list? Here we go. All right. Oh, I don't know if I have enough of him though. That's the problem. Oh no, do I have enough of him? Oh, like I just have this like horrible, annoying, like creeper dude voice. That is like the most powerful thing of his. No, I don't think I have enough. If I'm being honest. Ah.
You know his name. You
Okay,
know
I
his
have his-
face.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. I'll take his general shit ass attitude.
You know his family.
Yep. The fact that he's like this stupid ass exploitative creepy rich boy. I will take something of mine. I'll go ahead and pluck a few arms off of my violently rip a few arms off of my hairs off of my arm.
I suggest you don't rip your arms
Yeah,
off.
yeah. Violently rip a few hairs off of my arm enough that it really hurts. And then from the collective unconscious, I'm going to take what's a really good Furiosa from Mad Max. I'm going to take her and just her general I kill sexist with a big gun vibe. And I'm gonna try and place a whammy on Charlie.
It sounds like you might be placing a boon more on Roxy.
Oh yeah. I could. Well, then I need something of hers. Then I have the recording, so I'll play the.
Slap it on Max. Slap it on Max.
Yeah. So I'm playing the recording. I have my recorder, my journalist recorder. I put it on the table. Sprinkle my hairs on it, and then think of that meme where it's that image of Furiosa. It's men screaming in background, and it's her. Do you know what I'm talking about? That one screenshot. Yeah, I take that screenshot, the image of that, and I'll try to bless her. All right, here we go.
Where's the details on how to gutter magic, by the way?
It's if you look up gutter magic in the book, right? Actually, I separated it and put it in that folder.
178. If you
if you look on the Unknown Armies info link that I put on the journal entries, it's I've got it just that little bit cut out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of feel it go, and I would say, Roxy, you feel like a little bit of a surge. You'll get a plus 20 if you're trying to do something to tell this dude off.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus. Oh Jesus.
Max is still here, oblivious to the fact that this hasn't worked, because that's what the rule calls for.
My eyes are sleeping, and I'm like.
I would say he kind of steps he kind of steps forward and puts a hand on your arm. He's like, "Listen, Roxy, you could do better than losers like this."
Does that count?
Oh my god.
I think we're quite there yet.
Okay, I was going to say, this whole situation is...
Wait, I did an amazing show. Do you get a charge from earlier?
No.
No, god damn it.
Yeah, it's only if it went to shit that I would get it.
Okay.
Because the
Oh no,
cliche
actually,
would be-
you will get a charge for that actually, because this is gonna be one of the best shows ever. You rolled pretty low, so yeah, it was a good show.
I think that's
Okay.
the lowest I've rolled for a gig so far.
Yeah, 08 when it switched. So yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and be fake right now, and God, I think Roxy would say I'm with him, but try to make it seem like I'm with him, but it's not going very well, so I might dump him, but not in plain words.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to keep the Charlie on the hook, but get out of the situation Actually, that might be a good idea. She shows anger and she's like, "Yeah, he's my boyfriend," and just like grab onto him and be like, and say something like, "But not for very long," and just like, "Can you wait here for me?" And then like pretending like she's just gonna go break up with him and like tries to drag him outside. So I need to lie. A plus 20, you say?
Yeah, go ahead and make the roll. You get a plus 20.
Cool. Oh my god. Oh, even with a 4. Oh my god. All right, cool.
Is it 45 what your lying is?
Yes.
Then you made it.
Fake. It's my fake.
Then you made it.
No, but then a plus 20.
Yeah.
Like if you
I did the shift thing. Oh yeah, it didn't count. That's interesting. Oh,
yeah, it should be 65.
So you barely made it.
Yeah, he just goes. He's like, yeah. Hey man, he looks over to you, Max. Like, yeah, man. Sorry, I no disrespect intended.
Finger guns. Walking backwards.
And he kind of goes and sits at the bar. And it's like, I have a beer. Bartender's like, you're not 21.
Max makes his way back to Art, pulls his sunglasses off, begins laughing his ass off because this was entirely worth it.
Roxy's like genuinely pissed and is like, look, I can't let anyone think that I have a boyfriend. Like, being single is part of like the whole star gig. People need to think that they're able to get with me.
Max continues to laugh.
Max, that kid.
Leave him with hope.
That kid is dangerous. We try not to fuck with him too much. And like, Roxy, I gave you all the juice I can give you right now. Like, I could try and get some more, but you need to.
That was good. That was like I felt good.
As soon as you say the phrase "don't fuck with him anymore," Max immediately begins like contemplating what to do next.
Of course,
rolls up his sleeves and just looks over him and like somehow already has a biker tattoo.
He looks even more like a biker than he did 30 seconds ago.
Roxy, like, can't you like take just like a little hit and ignore this guy? Like, a little hit. Like, you know he's trouble. You know he's trouble.
Does he smell like lizard people?
His dad's like as big as the others, maybe, but like he wasn't seen or anything. Because Roxy most obviously got a good Twitter hit, like a bump in numbers. She's like, maybe I'll think about it. If he pops up again,
or he can sleep with him and go back to his place.
I could also do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
And then you open the third story window and we Mission Impossible our way in there. Max is like, oh, da, just into a beer as he's just kind of staring at the counter.
Oh my god, he's always doing the fucking theme tunes of like those tiny little bits of music, like even like 007 and things like that.
Yeah. Pretty much. If there's an iconic music theme that goes with any kind of situation, it's like blaring out of Max's mouth whether he wants it to or not. He can't sneak because the Pink Panther noises are constantly coming out.
While we're talking, I want to like look at Charlie because he's obviously looking at us while we're talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I flash him a very good like the smile that communicates if you touch my daughter, I'll chop off your arm smile.
It's like a fake smile, sort of like the eyes are like, I will murder you.
Well, just so like smile like, hey bud, watch yourself.
And then Max
leans. I'm not going to do anything to you, but watch yourself.
And then Max leans back and just goes like, okay, now pretend you're rebellious against your father and you're going to get with him in order to make him angry.
He sort of turns away from you with that kind of like knowing smirk on his face.
No, he's like double trouble, triple trouble. No.
Like, yeah, I know he thinks this isn't gonna happen, but yeah, it's gonna happen.
Roxy. Do you have your knife?
Always.
Okay,
Can
that makes
I
me
give her one of
feel
my?
better.
Can I give her one of my? Can I plot something like in the future and not tell her how this works?
Possibly, yes.
I want to give her one of my like shitty ass airsoft guns, and just tell her like, never stop firing.
Roxy's just like, what?
Just like if you got to do it, just keep pulling the trigger.
Okay, don't go home with him. But
No, I'm not going to go home with him.
okay, he might. I don't know. He's
Don't
bad
go
news.
home with the high schooler.
I mean, yeah, like one, but two, like, he can make life very bad for us here.
Meanwhile,
This is tricky.
Meanwhile, Max wants to set this up so he can Mrs. Robinson the entire situation. Because he swears to God that counts.
Are you
God,
trying to seduce me?
Actually, wait. No, would that count?
Would what?
Hold on, let me read the definition.
Now I'm just picturing a scene where Roxy is in a wedding dress getting married to Charlie, and then fucking there's like a giant window that Max comes out of and bangs on and just goes, Roxy! Roxy!
Those involved can God, probably doesn't count by a weird reasoning.
Well, I remember it was her trying to seduce him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if we, because
I guess.
like,
well, yeah, but he was also a little like, are you trying to seduce me, kind of thing?
Exactly, because like that situation is the Mrs. Robinson situation exactly, and he would have been too young to have ever like seen or been close to that movie.
Mm.
So I was trying to figure out if that counts as a major, if we can pull it in on that. But one of the clauses is like the people involved can't be in on it. And I guess like Roxy doesn't know that, but she knows she's trying to seduce him anyway. So like that rounds about to not working.
Yeah.
It's
one of the few times I'd be like, you want to keep some of those things OOC as well. Like normally I'm totally like, I don't think a lot of that stuff matters that much as long as you can keep it separate. But it's like, yeah, because major charges are like change the world charges.
Yeah. That's fine. I was just kind of running through my head list of all the potential cliches that come out of this that Max may have to enforce. And I just hit the older woman, younger man pile and like pile sorting. It was like, okay, wait, that one worked perfectly.
Well, she's not that much older, is she? How old is Roxy?
20s somewhere. You're Cinemancer, right?
He's 18.
Yeah.
Okay, Roxy, if you give me just like just give me a few minutes, I can try and make things go better.
Yeah, look, I'm just gonna go like take pictures and like sign things for the crowd. So I'm gonna keep myself busy and away from him. You can do whatever you like.
Did you get anything? Do you have anything of his I can use?
Of his?
What's he smell like?
What does he smell like? He got fairly close.
Axe body spray.
Perfect. all right. I think I got enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Roxy goes and mingles with crowd away, so she doesn't get involved with whatever happen.
It's time to curse him.
Okay.
Alrighty. So now I have that really good smirk he gave me, which is like, mwah. That smirk. The fact that he fucking reeks of Axe body spray. Let's see. I already used arm hairs. Ooh, I'm sweaty. Yeah. I'm gonna rub my sweat on the table.
I was picturing your head
like,
just going smearing it across.
Yeah, and like I lean in, so I'm like smelling the sweat, and then let's see, what's something good for the collective unconscious for punishing teenage boiled douchebags? Like every single Disney Channel original movie where the rich spoiled douchebag. Like,
Usually it's something physically embarrassing happens.
yeah.
That scene where the kid
Yeah.
gets pantsed in the hallway.
Okay, like Cordelia in Buffy. No, it has to be a dude. It has to be a dude.
Wait, he gets rebar through his sternum?
Rich kids.
Yeah. See, I think there's like the general collective idea of like rich kid gets embarrassed and like leaves. Like that's like a trope in the collective unconscious.
Mm.
I think that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, time to curse him. Roll on the 100. Oh baby, mwah, mwah.
A
Flavor
set.
Town, bitch.
Yeah, so say you're like, and just, and sort of curse him at one point, and the guy's like, listen, I don't think you're 21. Yeah, well, my dad knows. And then you see the bartender that they talked to earlier comes in the door and then goes behind the bar and kind of like gets ready, so he can kind of clock in and just turns and goes, "You get out." My dad's not gonna. And then he sort of goes and talks to one of the bouncers. Hey, no, but I'm here with the band. You can ask Roxy. I'm here with her. And he goes and like the bartender grabs him by like the seat of his pants and then the back of the shirt. He's like, no, Roxy. He goes right past Roxy while you're signing. Roxy, I'm with you, right? Like, no, we know each other, right?
If you want to keep him on the line.
Is too busy taking a selfie with a fan.
Yeah.
This selfie just took a little bit.
It's like, no, wait, let me get another selfie from this angle because I really like it, and then just gets the guy getting dragged out in the background picture.
Yeah, and then he's like, this just I had a friend who for his 30th, there was a couple things he wanted. We had to talk a bouncer into it. He wanted at one point for a bouncer to like come up behind him and like clap him on the shoulder and goes, "You know what you did," and then throw him out of the bar. He goes, he wanted to be like thrown out of the bar, and the bartender goes, and stay out. So we had to talk to the bartender. Like, no, this is what he wants. He's like, I don't know, man. And like his girlfriend, now wife, was like, no, trust me, this will be the happiest. And it was hilarious because you saw him look super confused, and then the excitement on his face. He got thrown out, and then the bartender did that. And then as the bartender's walking in, Mike runs back in, leaps on top of him, like bear hugs him on like on the back. He's like, ah! And then bought the guy a drink.
Oh, you know what you did.
God.
That's so good.
I was in the perfect position to see the look on Mike's face go from confusion to absolute excitement.
Okay, does the person getting thrown out of the bar the bartender stopping in front of somebody else going, is this guy cool? Or like, they know me, and then he gets thrown out of the bar anyway?
Yeah, I'll take I'll get a minor on that one.
I love how much you push for charges. It's like, I love it.
That's why most of my spells are either not too incredibly powerful or destructive, or cost a lot of charges.
Oh yeah, I was just reading what your fucking. Hold on, I want to read what your major gets to do.
Yeah, minor charges are actually pretty simple. Major charges like are change the world level.
Yeah.
Like one thing is you can make a fictional character real.
Oh my god. You can make Bubsy real. This is why I shouldn't have these powers.
Why would you choose Bubsy out of everyone?
This is the most horrifying thing I could imagine.
Like, I could see that being like a hipster-mancy major charge for just shit post potential.
Yeah.
Like,
I play real platformers.
Maxwell, I'm not saying you wasted your major charge, but all of Seth Rogen's roles are pretty much Seth Rogen anyway. So why did you make him real?
So I can make movie Seth Rogen and real Seth Rogen fight to the death.
Oh my god.
So I can gain a major charge off of their eventual Highlander scene.
Oh my god.
There could be only one Seth Rogen. There's just a bunch of immortal Seth Rogens wandering around the world trying to chop each other's head off.
You can basically make it so all the documentation in your life is that of a fucking movie character.
Oh my god.
And your history. That's so good. Anyway.
There's one that was like completely just like remove an actor from existence,
Yeah.
leaving behind only their body of work.
Yeah.
Holy
Whoa.
shit! That's how we'll kill Beyonce.
Yeah, so I think after this happens, I like go up to the line to get Roxy's signature.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, just like, yeah, like, can I get your signature? And, like, winks.
Cool.
Wink.
Yeah, I think Roxy gives a hug, does a selfie. Yeah, and then after the line or like, everything starts dying down, then I guess they get the fuck out of there.
Like, I'm not going to do this, but I thought it'd be funny to have Max stand up on a table and yell something to the effect of "free autographs for lizard people."
No. I mean, like, if we stick around, like, I'd say Art's field.
Wait, does Max do that?
No, he doesn't do that.
I say bartender's like, yeah, you're cut off. I'm not even drunk. Doesn't matter.
Coke.
You're cut off.
Where am I
was
going to get a Coca-Cola now?
See, like, Art felt really competent about this whole thing, so he's feeling nice, and he like offers to buy drinks for you too, like around on me.
Roxy does shout shots for sure.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, I mean, you got an old fashioned earlier, so you're not tasteless. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know when, but Roxy's gonna ask, like, whatever it was that made the Burger King thing work. Would that work for lizard people?
Like putting
Oh wait,
putting charges into.
No. However the fuck you convinced people that you worked at Burger King.
Like, if I dressed up as an incredibly shitty lizard person, then everybody else, like,
Yeah.
I think that might work so long as, well, here's the thing. I'm going to put it to the test, to the idea of, like, if I just dressed myself up as, like, a Hispanic man, I don't think I could just fool random Hispanic people. I think it has to be a profession.
Okay.
I think. I mean, I'll take word of God on that if lizard person counts as like enough of a deviation. But we'll leave that until like it actually comes up.
Is Illuminati a profession?
well, I would say like you're not aware necessarily of the Illuminati being real, but you definitely know there are a couple mystical societies that are along those lines.
Mm.
So yours, it's what's the name of that one you have?
The ability that does that?
Yeah.
It's on like the it's called stocked wardrobe.
Yeah, basically the outfit of some sort of a profession.
Yeah.
Like if you had a bunch of cultists and you had like their robes or whatever, then yeah, that would work there. Okay. So the next day, are you going to the you going through the portal during the day?
We're gonna wait one more day.
Or
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. I think we're gonna give it a few days.
Yeah.
okay. So the next day, you have Dinesh comes back
Yes.
and he goes. I checked in with Costanza Puerta, who's a school board president here, kind of involved in everything. We saw her with some of the people, but I couldn't find anything out.
We found the home base.
We went through the
What?
portal.
What and he like? Yeah, he explains. You see the video. So like, this is incredible.
Do you want to come with us?
You want to be incredibly shitty lizard people with me?
He goes, I'm not. No. He's like I'm not the kind of person to. There's things I can do, but that I think is beyond my skills.
So like question for the group, like, what do we need to go through?
If we want to find out the lizard people conspiracies.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Max has moved this into this needs to happen category because that's how this ends.
sure, of course, but like, wait, did one girl go missing? I'm trying to remember now.
One guy hung herself apparently on the bridge.
Okay, but
Yeah, it's like a legend from a long time ago. Someone hung herself.
oh, okay. I mean, like, I haven't heard any bad shit happening. Like, who knows? What if they're like a benevolent lizard society?
Max kind of like turns over, like, name a benevolent lizard society.
Okay.
Can I count maybe they're nice aliens, and then everybody turns and stares?
I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Everyone turned and stared on that one.
so what do you want to do there, Max? Like, what do you just want to, like, talk to them? Look at their architecture? Like, what's there to do there?
Well, that depends. That depends on how the third act goes.
Yeah, that wasn't the answer I was looking for. Like,
Max shrugs.
so what? Okay, we step through the portal, Max. You walk down the hallway. 3 lizard people show up. What do you do?
Well, it depends on if we're doing signs or we're doing V.
I like
hopefully
blink. I was like blinking and then realized I'm not on camera. I like blink a few times. Like, okay, I'm done. All right, fine. I'm done. Whatever.
I mean, hopefully we're doing like contact and not scanners, and we'll just go from there. But
Why not, like, what? No, Jimmy Neutron had bad aliens. Fuck.
I've lived with this for months.
How do you do this?
He takes really good shots of my shows.
Yeah, I bet. Yes, like, oh my god, you know what? I've probably like made you, Max, like play back, or like, no, like you take you shoot digitally or not digitally.
I imagine most of the shows, like, he's using like modern recorders, and he just kind of saves his shitty ass Super 8 camera for the things like he really wants to shoot.
Okay, so like Roxy's show could, like, I have like clips from it on my phone or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, great. That's what I needed.
You didn't happen to steal anything of that school teacher board person, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I want to bring up the names that Martin gave me. I forget who they are. I wrote them down in my incredibly shitty notebook.
Oh, yeah, he mentioned.
God damn, if he stole some stuff,
Henry Luther and Shannon Lilienfield. He's like, yeah, they own a bunch of the stores in this area. Like a local chain, kind of like a Meyer type thing.
The Burger King man thinks they're aliens, or is pretty sure they're lizard people, at least.
She's like, I don't think we saw them come through, but I mean, if he happened to see them too.
He says the charges made their faces look weird. But he also works at a Burger King, so what does he know?
He's also part of Mac Attacks, so a little bit. Yeah, we'll add him to the list. Add them to the list.
Are there any events that include them anytime?
Looking like nothing specifically. There's a fundraiser next week for the schools that'll have a lot of the people out, like celebrity golf tournament, stuff like that.
If there's no big event, what the fuck are they doing? Like, it's just like, to me, this just smells of a secret society, of them going in, like, just being perfectly normal humans, but just like trying to control things Illuminati style or something.
I mean, have you seen any sinister? Oh, there is that rich kid. I mean, this could be some sort of weird power grab, but do we want to be in the middle of that?
No. Not in particular.
I like turn to Max. How bad do you want to learn about this?
Max just nods. Just like super eager. It's like you've asked a kid if they want Christmas.
I look at Dinesh and what's her name?
Wendy?
Wendy. Yeah, Dinesh and Wendy. I'm like, I mean, y'all are the ones that brought this up, like, but it also seems like neither of you want to like come with. Like, don't worry, I don't blame you. I'm just like, what are we doing here?
There's a difference between finding out what's going on and then going into whatever a portal takes you to. Like, I'm curious about what's happening, but
Okay, so if we want to find out more without going in the portal, what's our next step?
maybe try to track some of the people and see what's happening.
Do we have a magic farm?
We could. Oh, go ahead.
A what?
Do we have a farm like with adepts and like avatars in them?
Not really as such. I mean, there have been a couple like that, but there was one of the reasons they don't have that was Mac Attacks used to actually have a pretty easy to get on message board or mailing list that people used to be on, but it was used for the sleepers. What the rumor has, the sleepers, which are a group that pretty much sees themselves as the people who kind of make people disappear if they make magic a little too well known. If people do something big, like people have definitely been visited by them and others have disappeared or been attacked by sleeper agents. So because of those, people tend to keep kind of a little bit of a low profile where anybody can kind of stumble into it.
So we can't just go. I can't just go on a forum and just say, "Does anyone want to go through a portal?"
Not really.
I mean, no, wait, that would cause like instant not only chaos but terrifying things to happen to us later. Because I was gonna say you could like just round up a mob from a show and then we just lead them through the portal.
No. No.
It's not like anybody's gonna see but the lizard people.
No. We could. Why don't we just try staking out the bridge? Max, you like stakeouts, right? Yeah.
Can we like confront one of them?
I mean,
Like
we could
in a
stake
public
That
place.
sounds- That
In a
sounds
public
like a
place.
terrible idea.
Like the person at the school board, like if it's in the middle of the street or like in a place where then like don't have friends, we could be like, we know, tell us what you know.
That literally has never worked. Let's do it.
Okay, so I guess we could like stake out the bridge, and if we see someone walk out, we.
Yeah, see people for sure. I want to see the face of the person who's always there to lead them out.
All right.
I think there's a way out from the inside.
Yeah, but like apparently there's always someone who like waits there or something.
Or what if they're all avatars and adepts, and they can just pop it open, and it stays open for a full minute. It doesn't take a full minute to walk through. If they're all souped up,
God, if they're all adepts, we are fucked.
yeah,
Like
we're gonna have to be
immediately.
real sneaky if we stake out. I like turn to Wendy and Dinesh. Got anything that could help with that?
I mean, there's some of the buildings across the way. It wouldn't be hard to keep an eye out.
Okay. Yeah. We could do this. I could try and get some stuff together. Try and keep us a little bit more hidden.
Okay. Max is going to take a back seat for the moment because I have to get this laundry ready so I can
we're
go to work.
Yeah, it's also about 9 o'clock, which isn't probably a bad time to call it for this week.
All right.
So you're gonna be doing a stakeout
Yeah.
next time. Okay,
Cool.
make that note, and we'll actually probably begin with the stakeout. You seeing seeing something that happens.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay,
Awesome. Good job, team.
cool.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.